Welcome back!
Yes! So, the detention center, you
We're on to our final day of evidence gathering.
Oh, evidence gathering.
Detention center. Because the last thing he said was we need to talk to Lana. February 24th, detention center, visitor's room. Time is irrelevant.
Again.
Lana, that was so unladylike of you.
Sorry, I just had a pizza. Mr. Wright, it seems I kept questioning your causing you trouble. Failures
Falsifying
evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risk. Lana, Emma told me about you.
Oh. Sorry. I'm so used to taking both sisters and...
Not this one.
I know.
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason you were transferred to the prosecution office. That's right. Could you fill in on the details, especially about the unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have the right to know, Mr. Wright. Ah, this music. Today's trial. A lot of it were revelations were uncovered at the trials today. Not the least of which was the fact that the case is legally connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen. I expect as much. I know how Officer Marshall can be.
That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believe that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
I couldn't be helped, Emma. If at that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, I was wrong on my side. The fact of the matter is, at 5:15 there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. Let that witness, Miss Starr, said about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand.
Here we go.
Why won't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've really learned Lana's looks so fuzzed before. Phased.
Detective Lana Sky.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing.
Nah.
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Well, you got me saying it now, because you keep saying Grant.
Chief Gant. Then he was the vice head of criminal affairs, but he still worked at the crime scenes. There's a Demon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reporters could even be filed. Or the reports.
Emma really idolized her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I was always planning on becoming a prosecutor. The reason why I became a detective was
to gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could later use that experience in court.
Grant's help in the SL9 case was critical in
its resolution.
After that, he became chief of police and urged my transfer to prosecute office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of this 2 years ago.
Dark investigation.
Darky.
No, it's just dark.
Just dark?
Be silent.
Okay. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detective investigating Dark.
It's either that or it's Derek.
And, I like Dark better.
Yeah, Dark just sounds more
menacing.
Well, that and more pun-like.
Yeah.
Because that was a dark case.
That was. Anyway, second in command? That means the chief director was, no doubt, Damon Gant. Damn it.
He's not a grunt.
Yet.
I am not the weenie. You are the weenie.
Alright. Yes, Detective Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman.
Whose case
it was Jack Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gun-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when the last murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who ever happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Detective Gunn and Prosecutor Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stage when Dark must have panicked. He waited until Grant and Marshall let their guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Detective Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana. It appears so.
Hold up.
What?
Well, if both Marshall and Gant were questioning him, why was Marshall the only one that chased after him? What happened to Gant?
What happened to Gant? Yeah. I was filling some paperwork while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies?
That doesn't look like that's how the scene should have played out from the image Emma showed us.
Yeah. The guy towering over him. Yeah, with a knife.
Over Marshall, so.
Yeah.
Prosecutor Marshall.
Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, and who passed out. And the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seemed Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Clark was included a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma and carried her out of the room and just held her. Can't blame her after all her system must have been gone through. After that, I placed Doc under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident. That's right. Quite a coincidence, That word. I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way anyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance.
That case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes. Sorry, goddamn.
It's alright.
Because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his action came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
Life's just an inquest to closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Drek at the police station, right? Yes, in the office that Dan, Grant, and I shared. The office that Mr. Grant now serves himself, the chief officer.
The chief's office.
Maybe we should take a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SL murder. Move? Or present?
No, head to the police. Yeah, move. To the police department.
Criminal Affairs Department? Here we go.
February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem kind of quiet around here today.
You're right. Heard of the department seems the same thought. Jen.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later.
Alright, head to the, let's see. Oh, head for the department entrance. February 24th, Police Department entrance. Howdy, Bambino. Oh, Mr. Marshall. I never thought things turned out this way when I woke up this morning. Cue Sarah. Never know when life will lead you, eh, Bambino? I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you heading?
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance. We all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. But, Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting that steak lunch today. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean, fishy?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip?
That was Joe Dark's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
A question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
It means there is a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon.
Oh, God.
However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
The fact have been concluded that
Concealed.
concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind?
Okay.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around. I don't know, he looks pretty handsome.
Yeah.
I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time.
Wow.
He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You don't mean...
King of Prosecutors.
Not that again.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall may have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
Incident?
Interesting.
Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall, there was thunder.
So, 2 years ago they did another transfer of evidence?
They do it every February.
How convenient.
Well, it's not convenient, that's just when it's scheduled to happen.
Yeah, but in this case, I should say convenient.
Well, it was exactly 2 years ago when it happened,
Yeah.
so of course it lines up like that. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
Apparently someone tried to stop you. David Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was opened.
Empty. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired. I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If they did something to him too, the commissioners would have gotten suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Mama Sky. Chief Detective Damon Gant and his second in command, Lana Sky. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. The case was the biggest step in both of their careers.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective.
Now that you mention it, I must say she looks like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
It was certainly enlightening.
There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me?
Ask him.
Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
Oh.
Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. And he was never heard from again.
Can we examine this thing with the handprint?
No, the handprint doesn't matter.
Fuck.
That is, I keep telling you, that was when Meekins put it in the locker.
Okay.
So it's just there. Anyway, let's see. Okay, now head back to criminal affairs. Because that was all we needed, and now we can move up. February 24th, the police department, criminal affairs.
This place is always pretty empty, but today is deserted.
I see 2 people.
I see 2 people.
That must have been everyone, or that must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, you're looking for the others. They're all in the conference room.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statements to the media and tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
I think festive is the word they usually use for those.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just head across the hall to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right! Can't go in there. It's off limits.
God damn it. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office.
Shh. We leave now. Chief's office. He's gonna be right in there, I know it. What in the actual fuck?
February 24th, police department, chief's office.
He's got an organ system? What the fuck?
I'm a villain. I gotta play my Ganon's Tower music. Dun-dun! Dun-dun!
Oh, I
Dun,
see.
dun,
Whoa,
dun,
where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out this pipe organs. That's real, isn't it?
Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten.
Bullshit.
They used to call me Little Miss Bach.
Bach, 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 bach.
I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me notes. I never could remember where C was. No, this is Gant.
How long have you been there?
Oh, it's you two.
What the fuck? Chief Grant! He put the paper he was reading on his desk.
So, Mr. Wright, have you been swimming lately?
What the fuck is that about?
I just like
no.
seeing people in swimsuits. It's very sexy.
I see an image of Phoenix Wright in his swimsuit for some reason. Like,
Well, it's just swim trunks.
Yeah.
Edgeworth would totally wear his
A pink one, in that fact. The purple color. The purple color.
No, it would be it would be steel gray.
Because of his hair.
No, the steel samurai.
Oh, that makes sense. It has the samurai. It has the samurai head on the crotch area.
No, he wouldn't wear something.
Yes,
that's humiliating.
Yes, he would.
No,
I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately.
I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement.
Provocative statement? God. Oh, you mean about the forged evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies.
Yeah, it's creeping me out.
See that big picture on the wall over there?
Yeah. Is that a suit of armor? Yeah.
No,
wait.
No. That's the vase.
That's the vase.
That is a suit of armor.
That is a suit of armor.
But the chief prosecutor's aboard.
Yeah, what the hell? It's like missing something out of it.
That looks like a sword?
Yeah, it's a sword.
That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me.
It looks like a sword.
Yeah, move on.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Something's not right about this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though.
Oh, good. Team picture added to the court record.
I hate that.
I'd like to
I fucking hate that.
Oh, it gets worse in later games. Like, there's one guy that whenever he talks to you, he folds up in a paper airplane and throws it, and that takes like 5 seconds every time for the paper airplane to come and hit you in the face, and then you can move on with the conversation. Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, it was the crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? Yeah, there's the suit of armor.
Oh, yeah, there is.
All that case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate anymore.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend.
God, what? This guy! Oh my god!
Looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with it yet, after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Grant denied our access to the search for the crime scene. That means he must be a reason for he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's got to be a way we gotta get inside the chief's office.
Alright,
move!
Head back to Criminal Affairs and speak with Gumshoe.
Hey, Gumshoe!
February 24th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs.
Oh, I gotta pop my neck. Alright, pal. Detective Gumshoe, were you in the meeting? I was, just talking to
taking a breather.
My feet hurt.
From sitting so long, the meeting?
Actually, I had to serve everyone's coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Aw, poor guy.
Yeah. Say, have either of you seen it, Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No, why? Do you ask? He's under fire from both police department and the prosecution office. It's almost like the battle between you two in court. That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all blows down to. But falsifying evidence 2 years ago? Now Edgeworth was the whole world after his blood.
Yikes.
Alright, talk to him. Edgeworth's crisis. By the way, would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Long's guy is the guilty party here, isn't she? Sorry.
Long's guy.
Yeah. No, I mean, for her.
Right.
Regardless, the prosecution is responsible for the evidence that is presented in court. Not only that, but you know that he's been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth? Those who don't like him even were able to do anything because of his amazing talent as a prosecutor. But now with this...
There are so many... are there really so many people who hate him?
I'm in your world.
In our world.
No, well, only those with talent rises to the top. Mr. Edgeworth's not like that.
Not only had that.
But he's young. There's no better specific on knowing how to make enemies.
Hey, Dick, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat.
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir. Seems you have problems, but you don't have problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Let's see if he knows about this. Actually, I took a look at the files earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems generally concerned for Edgeworth. Well, do you find anything? The only evidence Drake left behind was during the final attack. His final attack? You mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl?
Me.
Seems Detective Gumshoe never realized anyone was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it may have something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forgot. Look, at all the writing someone in here. Okay. Tell recollection never fails to impress. Poor guy.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Good point. Present the switchblade. About this. Hey, don't tell me that. It's a tag attached to with a label to SL9 on it. I believe this would be the broken weapon, murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since this case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it! Now I remember what incriminating piece of evidence it was. When you showed me that knife, it came back to me.
Well, what was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. And you failed.
Oh, shut up.
You took too long.
This knife was Joe Dark, wasn't it? That's right. He traced it back to the store he bought it at and found his fingerprints on it too.
But no one can actually witness him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you took a good look at the knife, you see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Shut up. Let me have this moment. Well, yeah, well, anyway. Shut up, let me have this moment. Take a guess where the broken tip of the knife was found. And what did...
That's what did it.
him.
Where was it?
The victim. Miles Williams was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match?
Did it match Dark's knife? You bet, down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report added to the court record.
Oh, we got his report. Awesome.
Switchblade added to the court record.
Alright. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just a run-of-the-mill businessman. What made him into a serial killer? One day he was away home from work. He hit someone with his car.
His car? So it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed into an animal.
An animal?
He killed a man who witnessed the accident. Then he killed. Oh my God, he's going. He walked down to the street so it could kill him too. Oh my God, he's going too
Dark
fast.
came upon the scene and was killed as well. Finally, he turned himself in.
Wow, he killed.
He kept on like.
Witness, and killed them all.
You remember that Captain Planet like parody cartoon?
Oh
he's, like,
yeah, Tree.
Yeah. No, that's a different one. There's a animated one, where it's like girls are like, "Man, how are you so fat? Look, I eat the birds that happen to eat plastic, and I can't digest plastic, so it just kind of gets fat on here." Then like some cops like, "Hey, you, what are you doing? You aren't causing any trouble, are you?" "No, officer, I am not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go eat some frittatas." "All right, but you be good, or I'll frittata you." "Frittata's not a verb!" Blows up the cop. Then he kills the girls, and then there's another guy. He's like, "I must destroy all the evidence." Like, keeps killing person after person, more people watching.
Oh, jeez.
And he's like, "I'm sorry!" Blows up an entire city. And then, with all the fires he had created from his mass murdering, destroyed the ozone layer far more efficient than any factory ever could.
Oh my God. So he killed like what?
He killed like 5 other people before he turned himself in. So he killed the car accident, the witness, a kid
walking by,
a jogger, and there was like one
more
person.
Nail.
No, Neil was the 6th one. There were 6 murders.
Jesus Christ. So he was a pretty careless animal. Of course. It was just all conjecture. There wasn't even a single shred of evidence. You killed that many people in that short time frame? Jesus Christ.
So he turned himself in.
Yeah. So he turned himself in. Yeah, but in the middle of the questionnaire, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Morsero. That crime was the witness for someone too. but unfortunately he was arrested on the spot. That's a big thing that the last witness would kill. That last witness. You must mean Emma. Well, there you have it. It's all in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? It's not. If it's money for you should ask Chief Ducat. It's not money, but it does consider the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? If we're prosecuting Nell murder,
We're prosecuting Nell.
was murdered.
The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around, if that's okay.
Well, the detective ID can unlock the door.
What? Really?
Oh, but if I let a civilian in there, I'll be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'll be canned. Oh, sorry, pal. Can't plan on getting fired just because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data has been deleted the day he died. Shit.
Oh.
Wait! I have an idea. So, in other words, Gumshoe is the only chance of getting into the office. Shannon?
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
You don't need to. And with that, we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
See you later.